Okay, we are continuing on. And what I would like to share with you guys is how to use the paint bucket tool. So I have this kind of closed off. So I would like to use the paint bucket tool down here and fill in my sand. So I filled that in. And then I have a little more sand down here, which is fine. And then again, I'm going to go back to my paintbrush. And because it's a little wavy, which is fine. And then again, use the paintbrush again. Okay, so now I have my sand ready to go. And I might want to also just make a little bit of distinction, kind of go in with my paintbrush. Ooh. I can always undo things with Command Z, very useful. And I'm going to go with my paintbrush. Just kind of make it seem have a little more depth to it. So it's not just all one color. Because you know how sand gets kind of up and down, and there's some depth to it. Okay, and then maybe I want to, some of my sand layer is done. I want to lock that layer. I don't want to go into it right now. If I do want to go back to it though, I can always unlock it. I just clicked on it, and then you can lock it again. Then I want it to be a really sunny day. So I'm going to make a new layer. So I'm going to go up to layer, new layer. I'm going to name this one sun. And I think I'm going to use a circle for this one, or an ellipse tool. And I want to change the color again, maybe something bright. I like that yellow, actually. That's not bad. Press OK. I click and drag. Oh, it did not fill it. But I have a circle, so I have to go in here, and I'm going to choose that yellow. Oh, no, not that yellow. Go back in, choose this yellow. If, let's say, I want to choose a different yellow, I could just click on the yellow, and then I can choose a different color fill. All right, that's okay. Press OK. And then maybe I want to have some rays going on. So maybe some rectangles. Can drag. Click and drag. Click and drag. Click and drag. But usually that's not the way the sun usually works, right? So I might need to rotate some of these items. So if I don't know how to do that, and I have this one selected, oops, sorry. If I go to shape 5, I'm going to call this ray 1, this one ray 2, double clicking ray 3, double clicking ray 4. Okay, I'm going to lock my sun because I'm really happy with that, the circle. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to go to ray 1. Remember, that's this one up here. And I'm going to rotate it. If I don't know how to rotate it, I can always go into the toolbar up here and type in rotate. See what happens. It might show me where. Look at that. Okay, so I have to go to edit and transform and choose what kind of angle I want it to be. So here I go. Edit, transform, or I could free transform. I could choose, maybe I'll do free transform. That way, if I go to the edge and you get that little curvy area, I can click and drag it around there. Now, let's say I'm happy with that. I'm just going to lock that layer now. Then I'm going to go to my layer 2, and that's this one that's selected. And again, free transform. And I get the little curvy area. And I'm pretty happy with that one at this point, and I'll lock it. And then I'm going to my third one. This one is selected. And I'll lock that one. And I'll do my last one, which is ray 3. Sorry. I'm going to go to, oops, sorry, here we go. I want to go to this one, so I can just select it. Oh, that one's locked. That one's locked. That one's locked. That one's locked. Where's my ray 4? There's my ray 4. Okay. Edit. Free transform. The edge. And I can click and drag it to where I want. Okay, so then you can just kind of play around with that a bit. Oops. Free transform, sorry. Put it where I want. And then I'm going to lock that one. If I go back to this one, that's my ray 4. So when I highlight it or when I try to touch it, it'll make it a little darker, but I want to unlock that one. So I just click on it. Oop. Sorry, that one was ray 4. Okay, so anyway, those are some basic tools, but I'd like you to play around with more. And maybe you want to put a sunset, maybe you want to put a boat in there, maybe an umbrella, maybe some people on the beach, whatever it is that you think of for the beach scene. Thanks. Some basics.